It's 20 minutes before the hour. In just 10 years, Whitney Houston has become an international superstar in music and film. The Bodyguard broke box office records worldwide, grossing well over $100 million. Waiting to Exhale brought in more than $70 million. Now, Whitney Houston stars in a new film with Denzel Washington. It's called The Preacher's Wife, and our Mark McEwen spoke with Whitney about Julia Biggs, her character in the film.
I believe in miracles, and the miracle.
Was it tough, or was it easy finding Julia because of who she is, and maybe you see a little bit of her in you?
It was easy because it made it better for me. You know, I could lose myself in Julia and really become her without any scrutiny, without anybody looking at me with a microscope. Because I know Julia. I know her very well.
I see a beautiful woman with a good heart. Only has to open her eyes to realize that everything she ever wanted, she already has.
So tell me about the phone call when somebody said, good news is you're in a movie with Denzel Washington. Bad news is you two won't be the love interest in the movie.
He was the one. He brought this film to me. And we were laughing at everybody was saying, oh, we're doing a love movie. You know, that was the fun part.
Because you know you love him.
Yeah, and he knows it too. That's the problem. He knows I'll always be there, just like a pet. Ouch!
See? God doesn't like ugly.
You know what's fun for me? To see someone who we met as a singer talking about acting. Did you always have that on your map, or is this just something that you're learning as you go along?
You know, I'm learning as I go along, but I never knew that this would happen like this. You know, if you'd have told me 10 years ago I'd be doing a film with Denzel Washington, I'd have told you, yeah, right. You know, or that I would do a film that became the 10th best-selling movie of all time. Joke, you know, or that I would even be in the same movie with Angela Bassett. I would thought you were kidding me, you know. But it worked that way. I think that Hollywood remembers music and movies do fit like a hand in glove.
Gospel music, you've said, is comforting to you. Take me to that comfort zone.
So you just can imagine just putting an album on that's filled with praise and just closing your eyes and allowing it to just take you over. And kind of remembering the times when you thought, boy, how am I going to get out of this mess? And somehow works it out, you know?
Whitney, I'm married, you're married.
Yes.
Marriage is ups, it's downs, but it's a commitment to your partner. But most people don't have to go through the ups and downs on the stage that you're on. What have you learned about all of this? About just being married? I mean,
you know, it's unfortunate that we can't be married and not be under a microscope. I would love to go through my marriage and be very private. But there are so many disrespectful people who obviously have the morals of a snake or something like that. And, you know, the thing that Bobby and I kind of remember is that we married each other, and we didn't marry the world. And whatever problems we got to work out, we'll work them out. But it's, as my mother Shirley Caesar would say, it's called stickability. It's the ability to stick and to stay. You know, because, you know, everything's going to be all right if you just stay. You know, and then you find out what it's all about. It's got to be worth the trip. It's got to be worth the trip.
I'm a father, you're a mother. Before we became parents, all these new parents would walk around and they were crazy, and we think, oh, they're crazy. Then we become, and we're crazy.
And we're crazy.
Tell me a little bit about that. Showing the pictures and so proud of your babies. And
God, I am crazy. I am crazy about Christina. I am crazy about her. She is like the cream in my coffee, man. You know, she just makes me smile on days when I just think, oh, I'm not going to make it. I'm just not going to make it. I know I'm going to just burst, you know. And she'd say, Mom, you and I will go in the back, and we'll put a tape on, we'll put the Swan Princess on, and we'll lay down, and everything is going to be fine, and we'll watch the movie, okay? And somehow she just brings me down to a level, and I say, okay. It's like flesh of my flesh, you know what I'm saying? Blood of my blood. I can't begin to tell you how much I just want to just protect her from all the madness that I think could come her way. But I can prepare her. I can prepare her.
And sadly, there's more preparation in store. Whitney Houston had a miscarriage last week. She and her husband, singer Bobby Brown, were expecting the child in July. Houston is said to be recovering at her home in New Jersey. We'll be right back.